Hi, you guys. Okay, so can you tell it's crazy windy out there? It's fall, full out. It's ridiculous. Um, Update. I got my period on Sunday, a day late, just to keep me freaked out enough. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I took it really, really hard. I guess it was the final, ultimate deadline before we just move on to the next stage of this process for us. And Sunday was a tough day, and yeah, and yesterday as well. I just, those days when you can feel the tears in your eyes just constantly. Yeah, I, uh, I generally do try to look like a human when I go to work. Yesterday, I just couldn't muster the energy. I'm doing a lot better today. I also did something, a big step forward for me is that yesterday I finally told my mom what we're going through. Since she is far away, and because so far there was nothing really to say, and I didn't want her to be asking about, so, you know, um, every month, I had kept her in the dark about us actively trying to conceive. I had not mentioned that. I'm sure, like everybody else, she's wondering, like, when the heck are they going to get to it? But I hadn't actually said the words, but I had to tell her yesterday because I needed my mom. I needed her to say it's going to be okay. Um, Today for me, I guess, was a day of mourning. I don't mean to sound overly dramatic, but today I feel a lot better because of it. So the thing is, we did go to the doctor yesterday, and this is just our GP, and it was taking that step and making the decision, and just finally coming to terms with the fact that this is not working for us naturally, and that now we're gonna have to get medicine involved, and that's a whole other ball game. And I had to say goodbye to the idea that I've had all my life that it's just going to happen and you're going to be able to surprise your husband and it's just all going to be peaches and cream. And I had to mourn that the loss of that idea of that preconceived notion that I guess most people have, and just come to terms with the fact that it's just going to be a little different for us. And that was something that made me very sad. And in looking doing some research before going to the doctor, I kept reading the word infertility, 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 and frankly, I don't think that is a word that any woman who wishes to have a child wants to read um, when researching, their own situation. And it was confronting and it was difficult, and it's, I'm sure, going to continue to be that way. But I feel better about it now. Today I managed to pull myself together and just go about business, and I feel a lot better. And I'm sure I'm going to have ups and downs, and but yeah, it is what it is, and we're just going to have to buckle up and go for it. So we did go to the doctor yesterday, and I was very pleased in that she took us seriously. She told me, I can only imagine that it's very difficult and you have every right to be concerned, but she did say that because it's a specialized problem, that we do need to go to a gynecologist. Not on RE just yet, but I've been doing some research locally, and all of that is available, and so we can definitely do, um, you know, we can definitely move on to the next step when needed. Also, something I'm glad about is that for the last year, thanks to all you brave, lovely women who share your stories and who have been so candid about your struggles, I'm going into this with my eyes wide open. Um, I know what's going to happen. I know the theory. I know the practical side of stuff. And I have this entire wealth of resources in the form of videos, and just knowing that I can contact many of you to ask and get some first-hand experience on this whole journey. So yeah, that is something that I'm glad about. Also, I have to do this all in Dutch, and I am very happy that I'm very comfortable with the terminology already, in English, obviously, but that I feel comfortable in going to a doctor and talking about LH and FSH and TSH and luteal phase of follicular phase and timing and basal ball. I mean, I know this, I know my stuff, so that makes me feel a little bit better about the whole thing. So also something that was really great is that she already took my blood. She and Renee, thank you. I watched your video yesterday morning while I was getting ready about the blood tests, about what they should be checking for, and so indeed she was going to do it anyhow, but I want to double check. So she's going to check for LH, FSH, TSH, progesterone, estrogen, and prolactin, and all those levels. And she gave us a prescription for a semen analysis for my husband, so he's going to go drop that off tomorrow. And she already gave me the number of the gynecologist who also works at a fertility center here, so that's really good. And I already called this morning, and I got an appointment for the 20th in the afternoon. So by the time we go there, I will be on cycle day 17. I will already have my test results for the blood tests. I will have that on Thursday, actually, and my husband will have them somewhere next week. And that's really good that on top of my notes and my chart from last month, and also what I will already be by then, because I will already have ovulated by this month, I will be able to go with all that information plus the tests. And if the doctor wants to do a cycle 21 control or whatever, then he can. I'm very happy that the timeline has worked out. Yeah, so this is definitely, yeah, I wish we weren't here, but this is where we are, and we're just gonna have to do what we have to do. I wanted to show fellow charters out there with more experience than me what my chart looked like this month, because as far as I can tell, and as far as textbook charts go, I had a textbook chart, right? Ovulation dip went up, then I had, at 7 DPO, I had another dip, then it went up. Fertility friend was telling me it was triphasic, it was perfect, and then it plummeted like there's no tomorrow. So I already knew on Sunday morning that I was going to get my period that day, and I was crying in bed. I cried. I woke up crying. I went to bed crying. Yesterday I cried at the consultation. I cried in the car after. I'm a mess. I'm a hot mess. Then again, I also am on hormones right now. Okay, so I'm going to do my best to center this and to keep it kind of straight. So yeah, if anyone out there has some insight and some comments to give, you can see where I had a dip at 7 DPO, and then it went up, and then it stayed stable, and then it plummeted. Obviously, this is my first month charting, so I don't know what my temperatures usually do. But yeah, it was a freaking hopeful little chart that just tore me up. So yeah, I will continue charting. I will be taking OPKs. I am undecided as to whether or not we're going to try it all this month. I don't know that I can take the pressure. Also, that's something else that I feel kind of relieved, that now we're bringing someone else with answers, because that entire roller coaster of emotions and hope and disappointment I'm ready to be done with it. My mom was great. She knew just what to say, and I'm very thankful for that, even though she's so far away. She was very sad that she was so far away. And, you know, sometimes you just need your mom to cry with you. And that's what I needed, and that's what she gave me. And yeah. So, okay, this is where we're at, and I guess I won't have very much to talk about the next couple weeks. Maybe I will come here and ask you ladies if you have any. Actually, no, I'll do that right now already. I have my appointment on the 20th, and I want to be as prepared as I possibly can to get this show on the road. In a manner of speaking. So if you have any recommendations as to what I should ask, what I should bring, what I should be prepared, what are they going to do, if you have any information that you wish you had known, that you want to share with me, I would be most grateful if you shared that with me. Okay, so thank you for watching, and thank you for making me feel like I'm not doing this alone. Thanks, guys. Bye.